Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Jeremy Sutton, host of the Servant PT podcast, owner of Servant PT. We help people 50 and over live a life full of health, family, and fun. Today I'm talking about ants, not your mama's sister, the ones that crawl. Doing a Bible study in Proverbs right now, devotional, and I've done it several times before. I think I did it for 2 years solid before I stopped. But anyway, Proverbs, if you don't know, is a book that was written for basically for teenagers. So Solomon wrote this book for his kids, and it has such a wealth of knowledge in it, and it's about knowledge and about wisdom, about working hard, about doing the right thing. And so it's a really good book for hard-headed men to look through and read and learn from. And so I've started doing that again. I'm actually leading a group on Facebook, and there's about 25 or 30 of us in there going through it and leaving the verse of the day that means the most to you and why. And so today mine was about the ant. It says, look at the ant. He works hard. This is my paraphrase. He works hard without a ruler. Nobody needs to watch over him. Nobody needs to tell him what to do. Next few verses talk about if you're lazy, you go to poverty. So I know some of us are in poverty and not lazy, and so I don't want to talk about that, negatively. But what I'm saying is, if we don't work, if we don't get out and make an effort, then we can't really expect to see a return on anything. And the second part of that is, if we're lazy, then we don't have a story, we don't have a testimony, we don't have a legacy to leave our family. We don't have one to leave our kids, our spouse, our parents, our siblings. Lazy people don't really have a story to tell, and so I guess they do, but not a story that's inspirational, not a story that's encouraging. So just thinking about the ant today, and we all have things that we have to get done throughout the day, whether it's work-related tasks, whether it's things to do at home, whether it's raising kids, whatever it is, running errands. And if we aren't careful, we can sit down on the couch, turn on Netflix, pick up your phone, get on Facebook, and never really get anything accomplished. And you're just sitting there all day, and then we look back on our day and we're like, what did we do today? And I know I've done that a bunch, and I've tried not to do it. I've gotten a lot better at it over the last couple of years, because just how I do things, things have to get done. So just want to talk about that for just a few more minutes and say, if you have things that need to get done, there's not always somebody standing over you to say, hey, Jeremy, this has to be done by 5 today. You really need to get on this and get it done. That's just not real life. Now, in a work environment, a lot of times that is the case. But what if you work from home? What if you are the boss? What if you are the manager? You need to be self-motivated. You need to be able to get things done. And so yesterday I actually sent a list of 7 things to my business mentor. And I said, this is what I've learned in the last 2 months. And I'll share a few of those today, but they help you be productive. And so the first thing was be terrific. So I interviewed Paul Reeser Tuesday afternoon for my podcast. His company owns 37 Sonics in 4 states, and he goes to church with me, and we've become friends over the years and know each other. And so I finally got to interview him, and one of the things he said was, if anybody asks him how he's doing, he always says, I'm terrific. He says, whether I feel terrific or not, I answer I'm terrific. And that'll be on the episode, and you can listen to his explanation next month. But he said, being terrific is kind of a state of mind. Of course we're not terrific every day, but do people really want to hear, no, I feel miserable, I don't want to get up, I don't want to come to work, I don't want to do this, I don't like you, whatever. No, I don't want to listen to that. You don't either. So by saying we're terrific, you internally make yourself feel better, hopefully, and then externally that person's like, oh, well, Jeremy's terrific. I bet I can be terrific today. So it's just a mindset thing. And so, it's amazing to me to hear that. And And it's really, it sounds simple, but it's a really cool thing and really helpful in going throughout your day and being self-talk and all that stuff. So be terrific. The second thing was be consistent. I used to do these videos. I would do one week, I would do 5. The next week I would do 1. I might not do 1 for 2 weeks because I didn't feel like it. And then I might do 3 in one day. Well, now if you've noticed over the last couple of months, I've done probably at least 4 every week. And it's because I want to be consistent, because I know, this message that I share, sometimes people need to hear it. And a lot of times I'm talking to myself, but still I know there's other people out there that need to hear it. And that's been confirmed time and time again. But if I'm not consistent, then, it kind of shows that I really don't care. This is really not important to me. Yeah, Jeremy says something good every now and then, but, I just don't have time or never know when he's going to be on. So I want to be consistent with what I'm doing. I want to be consistent with my Facebook videos. I want to be consistent with people that come in my clinic. I want to tell everybody, every visit, from visit 1 to visit 12, I want there to be a set way of doing things. I want people to come in, fill out their paperwork, me tell them that, we're going to do X, Y, Z. This is what you're going to pay. This is what it's going to be. We don't want any surprises, because that hasn't always been the case. And you end up paying for that. Like, it doesn't look good when there's surprises. Even if there was no anything dishonest about it, when you don't take care of your business, it doesn't look good. So you want to be consistent. The next thing is you want to be, my brain just went blank. So we want to be terrific. We want to be consistent. And we want to be relentless. We want to keep after everything. So if something's important to me today, it should be important to me next week. Now, yeah, there's things that come and go. Excuse me. But the overall big picture, my overall mission, serving people, servant PT, if that's not important to me on Friday, as it was on Monday, well, then I got some issues. Maybe that's really not my thing. If it's not important to me next week, then that's really not my thing. If I say I'm a Christian and I believe God put me here, and then in 3 or 4 weeks, I'm like, I don't really think I'm supposed to be here. Well, what changed? God didn't change. I changed. So we have to be resilient. We have to go after our goals. We have to go after our dreams. We have to go after our mission. And we have to go in every day over and over and over and over again and continue with it. So those are just 3 things that I've learned in the last 7 weeks. I learned, I think there was a list of 7 or 8 that I sent Greg, but a couple of them were physical therapy specific and some business things. But those are kind of the things that really resonated with me the most, and I think other people can use to make their day better and make their lives better. So just remember, the ant doesn't need anybody to tell him what to do or tell her what to do. The ant gets up and does things because they need to get done, and because other ants are dependent on the ant. So we need to get up every day, live our life to the fullest. We need to be terrific. We need to be consistent. We need to be resilient, me included. Guys, have an awesome day. It feels amazing this morning in Louisiana. It was 7